Okay, so again, apologies for me not being professional or not dressed appropriate. I'm kind of on a time struggle here with when it comes to all of these issues that we're having throughout our world as we know it. No one's alone. No one should ever feel alone. Okay. And so I'll put it that way a little bit. Now, the policeman that I met last night, he needs to do some things, and if he's fine Down's time, he needs to go to the El Segundo Public Library. He needs to go to even the Glendora Public Library. No one should be out of jurisdiction. Okay, we're all in this together. Okay, there's no entrapment. Entrapment is illegal. I'm not gonna say what I'll do to you guys, but it's illegal to set traps and try to find those people when really the smart thing to do is you guys observe, you wait, you have your mark, and then you go in for the kill. And then you say, you guys know this is illegal. Why do you guys do these type of drugs? Are these antihistamines to you? Does it help your family? Do you get less abused when you go home high or drunk? These are all social issues that have not been addressed with the home fronts in which need to be. Okay, where are these people placed at? Are they happy in their homes? Are they getting along with the people in their homes? Are they eating the same thing? When electrical wires are done inappropriately, it can actually cause such radioactive brain waves that it'll sting the people's ears. So that's why we have professionals and all pro people, the ones who really know this area and say, we can't have that here, and even mark a deductible up and say, we're not going to charge this now. We know you're struggling, but for the safety of the people, so the hospital bill doesn't run up later. That's a smart thing to do. I'm really disappointed in our generational leaders who have let their childish ways, their civil acts, their civil wars come between us and divide us now, not as a country but as households. Okay, there are enough issues and problems here when it comes to basic weather. Okay, when it comes to people needing firewood, I'm sorry. I live in a community where they should be going around saying, "Hey, let me check out your house. You got enough firewood? Do you guys have matches? Do you guys have appropriate places for these matches? How many kids do you think are going to start fires here? Is there gasoline here? Do you guys need a backup gasoline area? Do you guys want to know a secret location where we can help get you out of these emergency situations?" It's all unacceptable. The whole thing. It could have been so easily done if people didn't have all these home disputes and all the divorces and all of the cattiness, the cheating, the lying, okay, the stealing. I mean, I'm talking. I got stole from a lot. I'm talking like family heirlooms going to people who weren't family in any way, shape, or form that my grandmother didn't even meet. That I had to say, you know what, you want it, take it. It'll that cross on your fucking chest will just burn right through you, fucking devil. Anyway, she knows who she is. Now, I know it's a bad habit and all that kind of stuff. What I'm curious about is when they read into my eyes last night. What did it pull up as? Because I got treated pretty damn good. I think someone wanted to court me too. Guy was eyeballing me. All of them were in the corner, and I'm just like, what did I do to you guys? Who am I to you? Anyway, sorry, I digress when it comes to love, because I am, all about that distraction of love. Anyway, the Bill's conjecture answer that I came up with was 8. The P versus, was it MP or NP, it was supposed to be 18. And so I said 13 versus, anyway, I did all the, here's my proof. You guys need my common core way of thinking, since that's the way I was taught. Explain yourselves. That's the number one thing my grandfather taught me. NASA, yeah. He said, explain. And I said, yes, sir. And so then I would have to explain to him, reminding him of the simplicities of math, of numbers, of the way things were, of mechanics, of machinery, of the only thing I have trouble with is heavy lifting. I don't do well with heavy. I need a forklift and stuff, but I gotta step down for that. So anyway, my biggest concern right now is actually, unfortunately, I have some private interests. NASA versus SpaceX. I probably shouldn't talk about this. Is that my officer? No, he should be. And so, Edison versus Tesla. My dad's Edison, Elon's Tesla, Grandpa's NASA, Elon's fucking SpaceX. I'm so sorry, this isn't for kids, so I edit that out. I don't know what he wants with me, or, the power that he has. Apparently, he has no cash. I got cash. Elon, you need $1? I'll give you $1. Need $1 for some milk? I'll get some cookies for Christmas coming up. Or is he more of a carrots and ranch dressing? Anyway, the problem I'm having also is, what I did was I made it my point, and I said, you MFers predated and post-dated checks. Why the F can't I predate and post-date the internet? Huh. Brilliant idea. Wrong person to give it to. Because that was a whole legal act anyway. It's like write a check. This is the date. Blah, blah, blah. There should be professional auditors who do go through schooling to understand, are people lying? Are they not? Over the phone. I'm always honest, so you don't fret with me. But it's the other people that are like, yeah, I think. When you're given a question and it's a yes or no question, those are the hardest ones, okay? Because it's usually a 50-50 split. And so I always use a circle or. Haha. Anyway. So now, I'm really tired. It's Thanksgiving, so this is my Thanksgiving present to everyone. I'm still alive. Got in a major car accident. Was not intoxicated, not under the influence, no drugs. My blood is clean, okay, minus the psychiatrist that gave me some sort of medicine that I took previously. Should have worn out of my system, and maybe it didn't. So that would be the only thing, but that's not deemed a drug because it's a I want to say not an antidepressant. It's supposed to help put you to sleep. And then I woke up though 9 hours later, and I was like, hey, I'm feeling okay. I gave it another 6 hours, and by that time it was 3 to 6 o'clock when that happened. And I can do my testimony here. since I don't do well with people who are in courts. Plus, I distract people, I think. So, I'm going to leave all this up to you guys. You're more than welcome to come to my garage and sign away. Leave me some contracts. I can read over them. I'm actually really smart. Surprise! Um, I thought in who I married was very smart as well, which is why he married me. He said, "Man, she's on it. She's smart and she's got her stuff together, and everything's in alignment and everything." And someone got it wrong. One person gets it wrong, and all of a sudden, whoopsie, COVID-19. Whoopsie, the virus is coming after all of you. Whoopsie, no more family gatherings, especially if I'm not invited, when I'm the clean one. Okay? Not anymore. Mine is smoking and stuff. I don't need to smoke. It's just something to do to keep my hands going and stuff so they don't freeze. Nobody to see how it is and look boring and stuff. It's also to keep the attention of the people of the movement so that your screens don't die. So it's smart when my hands move and stuff like that. It's for a reason. I do everything with reason and purpose and rationale. I hope people know that about me. Um, the moves that I make in my life and everything have been to strive the best that I could be. I am a major supporter of anyone who does the same and strives for the greater good. And so we don't lose what all of the great ones have already taught us and has already they're already in the internet, they're already in books, and so now what we're gonna have to do is go through all the public libraries, which is why I gave my officer, he needs to know, he has to go to, I mean, I'm talking on downtime. Like, don't let your minds get bored. Alhambra Public Library, Long Beach Public Library, all these books have to go through now, and we're gonna have to have COVID-19 actual goggles that can see the green stuff or the boogers that kids put in books, okay? But those kind of kids have to have good parents to teach them don't do that. Because, what if that's the only book you have left and it's got your snot on it and it's got the COVID on it, and you're gonna die? Okay, so you gotta speak in those kind of terms to those children. Um, there's also, let's see, I'm trying to think of his jurisdiction and where where his battery won't die, because they did that here. You guys are always safe here in my area. If you guys want to pull up in my driveway, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. If anything, I can use one of my AAA, emergent. I mean, those guys are the quickest. They're like, battery, we're on it. We'll help anybody, that kind of stuff. Um, and so the Monrovia, the Los Angeles Public Library, let's see, Pasadena Public Library, Pomona I mean, there's so many libraries that are getting shut down, which is a shame, because there were periodicals done from scientists, from researchers that are going, what the F did I do research for 20 years of my life to finally have something published, even if it's a kid's book, to have it just completely COVIDed out and virused out and everything. And so we have to all do our part. I mean, we're all in this together. No one, the enemy stuff has to be squashed. If you have a problem, what I suggest is say, you know what, on a secret piece of paper, okay, you can burn it afterwards or throw it in the trash can, and you can say, you know what, who did I do wrong? What can I make up for? What bully What bully did I hurt? Did I kick someone in the shin? I got kicked in the shin. I'm telling you, bloody murder, size of a golf ball. But then I hit a guy on the head with a golf ball, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I wrote the guy a letter. I was like, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do? Like what do you need? Like I'm innocent. I really didn't mean to do it. It wasn't like you were a target. Um, so the influencing of children, the influencing of adults, the influencing of alcohol, the influencing of all sorts of stuff. Look, it was the funniest thing. I was, I said, I think I gave too much information to my officer yesterday. It's, he trusted me enough though to leave me in there with all of his guns, and I was like, oh man, the temptation, the temptation. But I fought it. Okay, so those are the type of good mentalities that you guys have to have, and fight it and say, you know what, this will do no one no good. I will probably get in a lot of trouble for this. So I'm going to fight the greater temptation of no matter the impulses. Okay, so we got to work on impulses and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully things will pan out and get better. Unfortunately, the human population, I'm not gonna lie, is going to get cut in half. So people go on the internet, they're like, oh, it's 7.5 billion people. Okay, first of all, those those didn't make sense because I did the numbers and I was like, how seven, and I was like, okay, if it's a solid 8 billion, I said, first of all, cut that in half, that's 4 billion. You try to keep up with all the records, okay? It's an impossible computer task, even for the database inputters, to get it right. You get one wrong letter right. If you guys type an L as L instead of a one, okay, that's why there is, you know, that's why those are codes and encodes for those types of things. Keep your spelling clean, keep it honest, and everyone will be just fine. I'm coming up on 18 minutes. I hope this doesn't bore anyone to death, but you know, it's Thanksgiving. I had KFC, if it makes anyone feel better. I went to KFC probably tomorrow now. Watch, I guarantee you. There's gonna be like, oh, there was a COVID scare at KFC. Anyone who ate KFC is gonna die. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know, yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah, as I chug it down with my with my with my Cold War drink that helps soothe my stomach. And the bubbles kill inside all the bacteria and stuff. Anyway, everyone else is having a decent holiday as much as they could. Um, Again, if you guys look at the timelines, you guys look at the financial lines and everything of my importance. I hate to say it, I never thought I was important at all until, well, until my story, kind of until someone turned their back on me. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna smoke this for the next, what, 30 seconds, and I always give myself always give 3 seconds leeway because the time switch is usually 3 seconds, and just to have some leeway for them to edit it and say, oh, cut that F word out, cut this. Anyway, a little fun fact about me. I know I took night classes. I did all the work. I nailed. I did. I know. I know. I know proper Spanish. I know proper Espanol. That's why when the family spoke in front of me, I said, "You know what? I can play stupid right now, but I really know what you're talking about." And then it was when they said, "What's a capital that starts with the word with L, with the letter L?" And I said Lima, and they all went in shock, and they said, "We don't believe you." And I said, "Fine then, check it versus the internet, since that's what all you guys are gonna be doing." That's why our internet systems got hacked. Okay, so you guys are gonna be reading things, and it's gonna say 9 plus 9 isn't 49. That's 7 times 7 is 49. 9 times 9 is 81. And they're gonna switch the numbers. They're gonna confuse the shit out of everybody. People are gonna be writing. I mean, it's gonna be a world of mass destruction if you guys don't make the proper moves and treat me as I should, and be welcome here. Be welcome to come and search around. Um, I got rid of most of the bugs and spiders and everything like that. So we're just be on best behavior and everything should be fine. Anyway, coming on 22 minutes, so have a nice day. Hope this can hopefully rock someone to sleep or put someone to sleep in an easy way, and know that things will get better. Coming on 22 minutes, so have a nice Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day, everybody.